Hi guys, it's Wendy and I'm here to talk all things timeshare. I did a previous video, check it out on my channel, about timeshare secrets that you find out from the sales reps. And I have another one. This is one where I talked to somebody who actually was in the industry, and here's some things that he had to say about how they went about doing what I call their psychological warfare on for unsuspecting vacationers. And so he gave me some more secrets about how actually happens, in their training sessions, which are crazy off the hook. They get like these huge gurus to come in and and give you all these fantastic techniques, and they do all sorts of things. So the first thing they do is they consider everybody a mark. Everybody's a mark. You're not a person that it's not like, oh, we're helping families. You're a conquest. You're somebody that is just, they just gotta roll over you to get you to sign that contract. So they kind of start from the beginning, like, this is warfare, this is the conquest, this is the mark. That's the terminology they use. So it's not all one big happy family like you might think when you're in that presentation. So and some of their training, and this was kind of interesting to me, they do all sorts of things like mirroring body language, right? If you're back like this, they'll go back like this. If you're moving forward, they lean forward. They learn these things because they're great salespeople. They can make some huge money off these things. So that's what they learn to do. They identify the emotional triggers. They get you talking. They see that, oh, you feel bad you don't get to the beach very often for your kids. They're going to zone in on that and help you see how it's so affordable for you to do that. Team selling, if they're not getting anywhere, they pull somebody else in to help. They create that false rapport, like, we're best friends. Oh my gosh, we should hang out. Oh, I love your clothing. Everything about you is amazing. I know you'll love this place because I love this place. False, false, false. It's all lies. Because remember, you're just a mark. So they're using all these techniques that they have learned. And they will role play tons of scenarios. So that's that. Everything's a lie. That's the other big secret here. It's not a today only price. This is always the price. This is not the last unit. They have 50 more. Look around the room. Why are all these hundreds of people in here getting these free tickets? It's because they have a lot of units to sell. So lies, lies, lies upon lies. So they start with this determined script, but then the numbers all change and everything changes as they go through. It's just building on their house of cards of lies. So next secret that he told me is that they love what they consider vulnerable people, older couples that maybe even seem a little forgetful. Don't you want to buy this and pass it down to your children? God, no. Newlyweds, just starting out your life together. Don't you want to come to the beach every year? Wouldn't it be romantic if you came back to the same place the whole time, celebrating anniversaries? Recent lottery winners, anybody they can identify, especially if they get you talking, boy, they love that vulnerability. They love people in the military. They love to just prey on something and learn everything they can about that so they can create that false rapport, and then just exploit the heck out of you. So yeah, awful. They love to show you the best parts of the resort, the most beautiful ones. They don't show you the decrepit part where they're going to put you at. If you actually get a chance to actually book in there, they're not going to lie to you and tell you that they're actually closing the golf course down next week because it takes too much money to keep it up. So there's going to be all sorts of falsehoods and lies and just trying to, show the best part of the resort, but not all the bad things. So they would do that. They're also trained to ignore consumer complaints. So if you're, a sales rep and you're giving out your information, later on, they will never answer their phone. They will never check their emails. Once the sale's over, it is gone, it is done. They do not care. Any complaint is going to go into a black hole. People come crying to you about financial ruin, not a problem. They will just discourage you. If you sign a contract, they will just, again, they do not care. They are gone. Bye. They know that there's no exit market. They know that from the beginning. So when you ask about it, like, well, what if in 5 years? Oh, there's a great, strong resale market, Wendy. Be able to make some money off this. It's an investment. No, it's not. They know they have a terrible product, which is crazy to me, right? Because usually when you come across great salespeople, it's ones who believe in their product and they love it. They do that. They don't believe in their product at all. They know everything's a lie. They know all the bad things, and yet they're still there preying upon you. This is how insidious and terrible it is. And that's why this guy quit, because he's like, I just couldn't do it anymore. You know, I made some great money because I was a great salesperson. I segued that into something else. Now he sells a product that he actually cares about. But back in the day, you know, it's the training. They give you such good training to really wear that down. So it's just a terrible, unethical career path, in my opinion. So I'd love to hear from you, or you're a timeshare salesperson. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Maybe you bought the Kool-Aid, maybe you do have the timeshare, but you still know the bad things, and you still prey upon the weaknesses and do those things. You're never going to convince me otherwise. But please put a comment down there. I'd love to hear from you. Maybe you got out of sales presentations. Tell me about that too. I don't know. And those of you who've been on sales presentations, what do you think about the people who are selling these to you? Because I still have there's a special place in Down Under, hell, for Dale. You know who you are. Marriott Vacation Club Dale. Yeah, I think you're evil. That if you are trying to prey upon us and then never talk to us again, like a bad ex-boyfriend. Boo. So there you have it. Some more secrets from the industry, from the people who are on the inside. And hopefully, if you are on the inside, get out, because you're in a terrible professional and doing terrible things to people. So, boy, I'm sorry this is such a downer. Maybe the next video will be more exciting and upbeat. But those are the bad things from that perspective. Again, hit subscribe, hit like, and never buy timeshare. Like, ever.